Welcome to the Pauper Gauntlet, brought to you by MTGO Tickets and the patrons at patreon.com/magicgatheringstrat. Today we're going to revisit the champion of the first Pauper Gauntlet, BorosKitty. But it's initiated. It's a new take on the deck by Galactic President, and it's playing the first round of the third season of the Pauper Gauntlet. Oh, it's Perilous Me! Hi there! Shout out to him. Okay, this is why two-color aggro is bad, but we are not an aggro deck. We are definitely a mid-range deck. So, you are on the Pauper Gauntlet. I think I have to mulligan this. I'm doing nothing. Okay, this is much better. We are going to keep it. I think we can't say no to Galvanic Blast ever, pretty much. So what are we going to do here? We are going to play Windscarred Crag, Ancient Den, Wellspring, go from there. Very nice. So Slivers means that I don't have a long time to live. So now I have to prioritize bolting the lords. Well, shout out to Prismir. You are a person that comments a lot on Facebook, and that's much appreciated. Our Facebook page is much less popular than the YouTube channel. Here's a lord, and we will bolt him. And we'll bolt him while mana is untapped, or while mana is tapped, in order to prevent shenanigans. I hope you don't have mutant growth. Here is a non-artifact to make us less vulnerable to removal. But of course he doesn't have artifact removal from the start. And now when he plays another lord, what do I do then? His deck is sort of trying to do the same thing that I'm trying to do. But much better, because it's so much faster. And the only thing that can stop it is removal. But we have 3 journey. We have an Oblivion Ring in the sideboard. Is Slivers in the sideboard plan? No, people. All of you, put Slivers in all the sideboard plans. I'm pretty certain to run into that again. Even in the tournament practice room. So what's the right play here? Well, Squadron Hawk to be able to cast Battle Screech next turn, but it's not going to be enough. It's not going to stop the onslaught. Yeah, that's about it. I do have 4 Galvanic Blasts and 4 bolts, I hope. No, I have 2 lightning bolts. Oh, that's not correct. Don't think that's correct. Lightning bolt is the best card in modern. It doesn't even make a 4-off in this deck. It is a lot less good in Pauper, I think. Okay, how many more slivers? The flanking sliver means that I can't block with anything pretty much. So why am I focused on getting tokens into play, really? That won't help me. I just have to find removal. So I should focus on the Wellspring Core Skyfisher plan. And Core Skyfisher cannot block anything, sadly. But I just have to dig for answers. That's what I have to do. Is there any chance I could raise him? in case I draw rights. But if you try to raise slivers, you are going to lose. Sort of the charm of slivers. I'm going to attack here thinking that there is an unlikely scenario that I could have 3 attackers, but that will not happen in time. Unless I get 2 more creatures into play here, and I can't. So I shouldn't have played the Wellspring. I should just have played 2 creatures and tried to rush him here. Perilous Mir, if you're actually a girl who can do fangirling, then let me know so I stop calling you him. But I don't think you are. I looked at the percentage of women watching my channels. I think it's Hard Nerd Cafe is the worst one. And this is not much better. There's a lot more women watching Fan of History. And of course my Isfolket channel, Isfolket podden, the podcast I do in Swedish. I think it has like 80% women. But those books are pretty popular with women. And men. It's the most read author in Scandinavia, Margit Sandemo. The saga of the Ice People, or the legend of the Ice People. Oh, lagging! Attacking seems so weird, but he can't even block. Yeah, I don't have a plan here. I should have played 2 creatures and just tried to go... How many cards would be in my hand next turn? No, I wouldn't be able to do 21 damage. But they would get played. I would have. That would have been the only way to win. But now I'm thinking that he has another lord. And maybe he doesn't. Tranquil Thicket has been cycled. Cycle my thicket. I got the question from someone if I could play them for the Gauntlet, but I can't because the Gauntlet has to be random. I have to be fair to the decks. But if you jump at me when I'm in the Just for Fun room, I can't do anything about it. So then you are sort of a random opponent. And you will be able to play in the Gauntlet. I'm mostly on GMT +1, work days, work time. So maybe between 7 AM and 4 PM, that's when I do most of my playing. So I guess I'm playing against a lot of like people in Korea and Japan. Because they should be awake and up at that time, I think. Now I'm just rambling. Because I'm trying to not die. Okay, so what if I just flood the board with blockers here, trying to get into something? So if I battle Screech, I have plenty of blockers, but none that matters. But I can withstand a round of attacks. But what I really want to do is the Wellspring, Glinthawk, Wellspring. But I think we might have to do the Glinthawk thing. Or the Battle Screech thing, I mean. But then I have 1 mana that I'm not using for anything. How to do this? I'm doing it. Oh, ha. I tapped the wrong things. Cast it. And then flash it back using the Skyfisher because he is not gonna block. And just block and try to find something. How many poison counters do I have? 3. It doesn't really matter which sliver I block, right? I should probably block 3 because he could have a growth effect. Like Wines of Westwood or something. So yeah, that is my plan. Block, block, block. And they die to flanking. But I live. They died so that I may live. They gave their life for the cause. Any more slivers? This is rough. Oblivion Ring is the only useful card I see in the sideboard. Okay, let's go diggity dig for stuffity stuff. I don't know what that means. But we are digging like crazy people. There's a lightning bolt. That doesn't do a whole lot. But it does take out the Lord. And I'm going to do that. He still can get through. Doing it on his turn, forcing a Wines of Westwood to not explode in my face. Prismatic Strands, not very useful here. Sanctifiers, Electricker, Lone Missionary. Ah! Wow, I did manage to force a Wines of Westwood. Look at me! And that would have killed me. Am I going to risk there being another Wines of Westwood? Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. I'll play another Glintalk. And return the Ancient Den. But the combination of flanking and first strike means that they just won't work. I'm thinking here, is there any way that I can abuse this? No, I'm gonna lose 3 creatures here, maybe 4. 4 if I don't want to take a risk. Oh my god. Definitely 4. So I guess it's just 2 Glintalks and 2 tokens. Slivers is a giant killer in the Pauper Gauntlet. People, I think it's the deck that's taken out most Pauper Gauntlet decks in all seasons. So you should definitely put it in your sideboard plan. And be unprepared for slivers. It's better to be prepared for slivers than to be prepared for familiars. Because very few people play familiars in tournament practice. But a lot of people play slivers. Okay, now I got rid of all my means of drawing more cards to get more blockers into play. So now we're just screwed, that's what we are. And thus, with a whimper, we die. It's just the Oblivion Ring. So I'm gonna take out the right, because I think racing is very, very hard. We need all the removal we can get, and we really missed the 2 lightning bolts. Okay, this is what we have. Target the Lords and the Lords only. But he only needs flanking and first strike, and then only core Skyfisher can block, even if there are no Lords. And we're looking at 12 Lords, and we have 4 Galvanic Blasts, 2 Lightning Bolts, 3 Journeys, and 1 Oblivion Ring. It's our 8th removal. So this is pretty hard for us. Once again, please put the slivers in your sideboard plan. And please support us on patreon.com/magicgettingstrat. We already had the Modern Gauntlet up there and the 4th season of the Pauper Gauntlet. But we need your support because I'm doing this full time now and I need to put food on the table. And there is a very big risk if I failed in my work as a full-time YouTuber that I will have to actually work next year. And then there will be no Pauper Gauntlet. And I don't want to work because I'm a lazy bastard. So please support me in being lazy. Given that my mom spent 2 months in the hospital this fall, all my other YouTube projects have gone haywire. No, that's not really true. The East Folket thing is happening and the Fan of History is going still, but it's a lot smaller than this. This looks decent. Stuff, bolts, things, keep. And the garrison. So Windscar Crag into Wellspring or Bolt on a Lord. And see what happens. My 8 removal against his 12 Lords. That's what we are looking at here, people. And that is not the Lord. No! Oh, it will protect against Galvanic Blast, but not against the bolts. So we go Wellspring. And Squadron Hawk just doesn't do too much. There's the rights. Now we have to play aggressively. How do we do that? So we need 3 hitters, right? Getting 6. Oh, we didn't find a Lord. We didn't find mana. That's fantastic. So now let's get cracking. I can get 1 Squadron Hawk here. Okay, and then I want to be able to play 2 Squadron Hawks next turn. And then just go for the kill. So what about the garrison here? I think that's right. We can actually get the right kill here. Discard any number of cards. Yeah, we need to have 6 cards in hand and 3 creatures out. So we can kill on turn 5. Now I got strangely excited. A rebirth would be fun. And of course rebirth is a lot better. So I swing and then rebirth and then we have the kill. Or should I make sure I get through in the air? No, I definitely think it's rebirth and one Squadron Hawk. And not the garrison. So wow, my hand is just full. So I can play this garrison, play a Squadron Hawk. I have 8 cards in hand. This is fascinating. So we play the Squadron Hawk. And then I have to play a normal land in order not to discard. So I get 1 Hawk again. And play the Crossroads. And now this is lethal. Wow. What's up with the one-lander? How many mulligans did you take? Didn't I pay attention? I just kept the one-lander. That looked really good, I bet. Here is the kill. I'm just gonna play the garrison. What if there is a fog effect? Perilous Mirror follows the gauntlet. Well, I can get... How much is right? It's just 1 red. So I can get the Squadron Hawk. Because it sort of replaces itself. And then I have 8 cards in hand. Oh, let's just do it. And now I only need to do rights for 3. It turns out I could raise Slivers, but we're still on turn 5. And if he had like a normal draw, they got +3, +0. So this is 20 damage. Maybe add 1 extra. Whoa! I still think that rights is bad in this matchup. And now even more as he has seen it. So I'm gonna play as is. BorosKitty initiated versus Slivers, the 3rd season of the Pauper Gauntlet, playing as Perilous Mirror. Shout out again. And we are... This is maybe match 50 or so, in what will surely be at least 300 Pauper matches. And I hope to get to round 16, that's my goal. So I can play a league with at least 2 decks. Because I love leagues, I love Pauper, and that would be sweet. What the hell is going on here? Well, we have the prism that we can bounce, and that is what we are going to do. So bounce prism turn 3, do the screechy stuff turn 4. Yeah, we probably will be overrun by them. But playing an early Glint Hawk, that sets us back so much that we're not going to do that. Never! Uh-oh. Okay, I might have mulligan this, but I don't think we do very well after a mulligan. It takes us a long time to recover. But I'm having second thoughts. Because I'm like not doing much for a very long time. And here is the first Lord. Meaning that I might very well take 6 damage next turn. And then Prophetic Prism feels kind of dirtly. Just a little. But I will draw cards of the Prism. So maybe I'll find something. Okay, now I definitely just have to bolt the Lord. And I'm not going to set my mana development back. I can still do Prism Hawk next turn. I'll just bolt it. Well, Winds of Westwood is not up. And we can still do Battle Screech on turn 4. Another Lord. Very happy we got rid of the first one. Now if we could just get rid of this guy. So we're going to use 2 white mana to cast the Prism. Though it is a Prism, so it doesn't really matter. Still, so yeah. Okay, doesn't matter, so we just play it. Bolt, please. Not a bolt. Here is Mr. Glinthawk. There is no chance in the frozen netherworld that he can block the Muscle Sliver next turn. That is just not going to happen. He only need another Lord, or a flanker, or the +0/+1, or the first strike. But blocking the Lord would of course be high score, but that's not for us. And once he gets to 4 life, only Galvanic Blast get him. They now have reach. Oh Jesus. Just 1 card left, but I'm gonna take 12 damage next turn at least. And having 2 1/1s into play, that looked like a really good play. That's not gonna make anyone happy. So should I go for Prism Rebirth instead? It doesn't draw any cards. Oh, it does draw a card actually, so I think I'm gonna do that. I don't think Battle Screech is good enough here. I did play a land. I did not find the card. Rebirth the Prism. Play a Glinthawk, but now I'm just playing on borrowed time. They do not have flanking or first strike, so I could kill Lords here. And I will try. But by Jove, it is expensive. Reach Poisonous, that's all they have. I have 4 poison counters. So I'm going to block and kill a Lord. And jump block another one. and take 7. Hey, wait a minute, I can... Yeah, I'll block a lord with 3 as well. So I get rid of 2 lords. That could actually work. And take 7. So the first lord I get rid of makes the other 3 trees. And then course Sky... Oh no! Come back, Perilous Mirror. Okay, so I block Sinew Sliver and Muscle Sliver. No, I block Muscle Sliver with Glinthawk and Glinthawk. And then I block Sinew Sliver with the 3 1/1s. Take 7 damage, get rid of 2 lords, and then I just have 1 lord to worry about. I like it. Perilous Mirror is back! Welcome back!
Ready for adventure!
We are ready for adventure, Lily. If anybody knows what that was, tell me in the comments. Here they come. And I'm very happy he doesn't have green mana. So now I clicked and nothing happened. Okay, block, 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 block. Three lives. Six points in counts. Why did I take 9? I can't count. I thought 4 plus 3. No, Spinner Sliver is 1 bigger. Yeah, that was a mistake. Okay, so now I have to get 3 blockers into play. And I can't. And that's of course something I should have seen earlier. Ugh, but I guess there was no way out. No, I actually thought I would take 7 damage. I would have 3 life left. Squadron Hawk. Skyfisher, the Squadron Hawk, play a Squadron Hawk. I get 2 blockers. Skyfisher. Squadron Hawk, I get 2 blockers. It's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. And there is nothing I can do about it. If you could see a line here that would have saved me, let me know. Why didn't I get the 3rd one? That new interface sucks. And now I'm also showing that there is no hope. And I'm returning planes so I can get Metalcraft should I find a Galvanic Blast, but of course I will not find that. I'm just going to die here. I still don't understand why I took 9 instead of 8 then. Okay, Spinner Sliver was 1 bigger, so that's 1 extra damage. Where did the second point of extra damage come from? And I don't think there was any point where I could have raised him here with the second rights. But it was sideboarded for the Oblivion Ring, so we wouldn't have seen a right in this game either. We are just one of those decks that cannot handle the Slivers. They are hard to handle. You know what can handle Slivers? Gurmaganglers! At least for a while. Gurmagangler. Card of the year for this gauntlet. Now I'm just talking, but there is nothing left to see here. I'll start to do notes. Slivers 1 to 2. A fat red mark for poor BorosKitty initiated. This was kind of what happened last year, I think. Or was it? I will look at Slivers from last year and see what happened. Slivers died to burn. Yeah, lost a Azorius Mill, got back against Mono Black Control in double elimination, got a quitter and lost to burn in round 4. That wasn't very glorious. Okay, now we are in a very sad situation because I can't concede here. And luckily Perilous Mirror is back. Getting the concession here would... getting the timeout here would suck so bad. But I have to be fair and try to time my opponent out all the time. As I'm doing that for some decks. I have to do it for all decks, of course, for this to be a fair competition. But here they come. And I have nothing. And I can't even pretend to have anything. What would that be? There's nothing. There's nothing for us here. I could have Snapback. Look it up. No, I would need blue mana for that, right? Or would I? Would I just need a blue card in hand? Now I'm just talking. And Perilous Mirror's lost connection. Damn it. And here we go. And we have lost. So, BorosKitty initiated gets a chance in the second round of the Pauper Gauntlet. Thank you for watching.